What's happening, everyone? Today, I've got Clarence with us. Clarence, my neighbor just down the street. Of course, we love to get to know our neighbors in the neighborhood here. And so I've heard you have a bit of a situation going on with the courts.
Yes, I do.
So let's take it from the top. What exactly is going on?
Well, in 2017, I was pulled over by the Chico Police Department. They said I didn't have a driver's license. They said I was on probation, but those were false information. So they arrested me and charged me and my co-defendant. She's not here at the time. They charged us both with sales and possession of controlled substances, all on artificial information. Now, they ended up convicting us both, forcing us into deals because they would not accept the information of the truth that I was not on probation. Right here, I have the minute order of the last case in 2013, and the minute order clearly shows that I wasn't on any type of probation. And after they arrested us, I went to get an incident report from the same sheriff that arrested us and charged us. I got an incident report, and here's from the Chico Police Department, the incident report, and from the Butte County Sheriff's Department. There's two incident reports of incidents that occurred, and both the incident reports here show that I wasn't on any type of probation on January 6th of the day of the arrest. Mind you, and that's from the Chico Sheriff's Department that arrested me. Here goes the same thing from the Chico Police Department of an incident report that says I'm not on any type of probation as well. Now, mind you, they're still going on to convict me and my co-defendant, Natalie, stating we were on probation from the last case. So what I did, I had the DOJ, I don't have an attorney. The attorneys never argued the probation, which they should have, like I said from the beginning. So I said, they're not going to argue that they're not helping me because the judge convicted me based on probation status that shows clearly in the minute order that it doesn't exist. 2015, it was stamped, and it was stamped again in 2016 at the court hearing. But I did a drug diversion term and another term that completed it upon the completion of those projects. And the minute order reflects that. Right here is the minute order. When the case was said and done, the minute order, which is right here, that says when the case was done and official, the judge would not accept the minute order. She would not. Protocol for the district attorney is to get wherever county I received the case in, is to go get the records. They never produced the records in court. They just said it and went on to the next thing. So when one didn't work, they did a change of venue. In the middle of one proceeding, they changed the venue to another proceeding and sent me back down to courtroom number 1. And we in courtroom number 2. Mind you, the minute order reflects the whole case right here. And recently, I just went back again to give a judge, for the judge to give reconsideration on what the minute order states and also what the official documents state as of right now. As I had the DOJ correct the records, which is right here, that states that I was not on probation. They were using the DOJ as to state that I was on probation when protocol is to use the minute order of the last case. Here's the rap sheet. The DOJ have corrected amended records. And so, therefore, I handed these to the judge recently, and the judge still dismissed it because she said she couldn't read it. And that was horrifying. So they've been holding me and my significant other as hostages for something that I was never on any type of probation. And so, but the judge handed these papers back to me in my hand and says, this doesn't apply to you. And I says, well, why doesn't it apply to me when it's my name on there? But because I'm not an attorney of record, and the attorney of records weren't arguing the probation status, is why I had to do the best I can by myself. And so the judge still found us guilty for crimes that we did not commit. They forced us into a deal. And so by telling us, threaten us with 15 years if we don't take the deal, for a crime that I never committed, we never committed. And we weren't on any type of probation. And so, therefore, they wouldn't take the information as far as me handed it to them unless it was official.
Why did they think that you were on probation?
Because they were going by the DOJ's rap sheet that wasn't never closed, and they used that as a weapon.
Oh.
When they should have protocols to use the minute order of the last case. It's protocol, which is, this is Sacramento County's probation order that shows that I wasn't on any type of probation. That what they're using, the DOJ is a place where they hold and keep records. It doesn't, and you have to call in or something to get them to correct it. You have to get it officially corrected. So it's a protocol you got to go through to get it officially corrected, which is horrible.
So you're acting as your own lawyer right here.
Yes, I am.
At what point did you? So you must have had some other lawyer, then he just was not doing anything for you, right? Or is it a public defender or something?
Yes, I had a public defender.
Yeah, they don't really. All they do is just, what's the easiest thing to get me to the next client? Because I have like 50 people today, and I don't care about any of them.
And that's what it is, because why he called my old attorney of the old case on the phone and discussed this in court, open court, that he called my last attorney. My last attorney told him that I was on probation when I really wasn't. And so he presented that information in the court, and I submitting the minute order right in court to show that contrary to what he was saying. And the judge just would not accept it for all these, and I've been fighting him for all these years for the same thing that they convicted us on that should have never happened at all. And when their own police department, the sheriff that said I was on probation, and I got their information, their information that they handed me said that I'm not. So it crosses up what they say was, but that it really wasn't. And they found us guilty on those charges. So they say people go to Butte County, they come back convicted of something, and that I held people accountable for that for a long time until it happened to me.
Yeah, it happened to me too.
So, and I says, and they're so ruthless with it. Color plays a role in it. But then, as I sat there and watched other people, they do everybody, poor white people and poor black people. No other people was in them courtrooms, and out of towners. And I was visiting, so to me coming back and forth fighting them was detrimental, and not accounting the things that they done with my benefits and stuff, and to have all those cut off and removed, and then charge me when I'm on a fixed income, which is Social Security. And so they still tax the money from Social Security that I have not received to this day for 4 years. But for 7 years, they've been taking the money. And that's horrible, to try to keep me from fighting them. They thought I would probably give up or something, but I can't give up for something that's wrong what they're taking from me. I have an 11-year-old daughter, and they've been destroying us. She's 12 now. But this is a horrible feeling. I wouldn't request this on anybody when the people that's supposed to be held to protect us just make up their rules as they go along. They're not following law. The attorney that I had, which is Jodea Foster, he testified in court once I did a margin motion on him because he wouldn't argue. The judge asked me, I said, because he's not arguing these probation. She says, well, we ain't going back to probation. We're past that point. And he said, when cross-examined, well, the district attorney cross-examined him and asked him, did he check the probation status? And he said, what difference would it make if I checked it or not? The outcome was going to be the same. He said, I talked to the man on the phone, which is his last attorney, they're both friends. He said that he was on probation. I just rolled with what he said. That's not protocol for an attorney to do. He's supposed to look at the minute order like I had to go do, which I already had. From the time the case closed, I had the minute order. I went and requested it and got copies of it. And I gave that to the police when they pulled me over. I always keep copies of that in my car. So I when they pulled me over, I gave them the minute order from the last case and showed when it was open and closed. I don't know where they got. I was on probation when they said all those things and stuck with it. But when you look at the records that I got from them itself, it says I'm not. And so did both entities of the police officers in Sacramento County minute order says I'm not. So the judge still charged me anyway with those charges, me and my significant other, which was horrible.
Well, that's a huge revenue stream for Chico, for that area, because there's so many college kids there. They're always getting drunk and doing something. They get arrested and they pay out or, whatever. And it's just everybody is working together there. The cops work with the prosecutors. They work with the defendants. With the public defenders. And it's just a complete racket. The public defenders are encouraged to just shoo things through so that it goes quick.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all their job is. They're just a filter for everybody else. And it doesn't help you out. It doesn't help me out. It doesn't help the people that need a lawyer out, right? All the rich college kids that got a full ride or whatever, that their parents have a bunch of money, will pay whatever needs to be paid.
And swept under the rug. They won't hear nothing about it.
Right. And I was a college kid up there too, but I couldn't afford that. I had to get a public defender. So, he rolled over for me and that was it. And I just bent over for the judge and had to take it like a good boy. And but that's what they bank on, everybody having that situation, especially if you're a traveler, because Chico is in the middle of pretty much nowhere. You go up there and it's just Chico, and you go 30 minutes anywhere else and it's just nothing. Mm-hmm. And so if you get a speeding ticket or whatever up there, you don't want to go fight it. You're going to pay it or whatever and just be on your way, yes. Just to get done with it.
Most people do.
And they bank on that.
But I didn't bank on them railroading us and not keeping out the truth. I didn't think no courts these days would ever deny the truth like they did with me and my significant other. When the proof is here and you hand it to a judge, my thing is, it shows right here from their Chico police that I wasn't on probation, and they still held me to a probation status that they made up and stuck to it would not accept the proof of the matter. And then my old attorney, when I notified him, the old attorney that has the minute order in his hand and knows the truth, he told me he wouldn't represent me for $1 million. And he's a good friend of mine. And I've been knowing his family forever. And when he told me that, I said, oh, you guys are all in cahoots together. Because he told me out of his own mouth that I was still on probation. I says, how you see that? This minute order that the judge signed says reflects something different. How can you say that when this minute order is everything? That's the nails in the coffin. How can this minute order say one thing and you're telling me something out your mouth that you don't have no proof to show me on paper? So now, if you could change this minute order some kind of way and show me something different, it's a whole different story. But you can't, because the truth is the truth. And you are siding with them because you got in trouble as an attorney. You're not trying to let the truth be told. But I had to check your rap sheet and see you got in trouble. And so that's why you sold me out. You tried to anyway. But I knew the truth was in this minute order. So when the judge denies the truth, that's horrible. So it's kind of hard when a judge tells you in open court that this doesn't apply to you. Like what me like is in me, or me like in my color, me like in, or every nigga's on probation. Well, I didn't mean to say the word.
Hey, you can say it. I can't.
But that's what made me feel. I said, is that what you basically, I wanted to ask the judge, was every nigga on probation, everybody black, or what? I don't know what's going on, because the paperwork that I have in my hand is me. I had to even have it authenticated to show proof that it's me. So after I had it authenticated, then I had it go to the clerk and make it an official, notarized, authentic record. And that's when I handed that to the judge. And she just dismissed it because she said she couldn't read it. Clarity is what she needed.
She couldn't. What? You can't read it. Like you should ask. You want me to read it to you? Of course, you can't. You can't be that smart with the judge.
Well, I did kind of say it's clearly the minute order right here is self-explanatory. What she was trying to read, I don't know, because when you request the dockets, your paperwork, it comes from the court stenographer. So she gave it to you in stenographer hand. The first original copy comes in with the stenographers, how they do it in court, and then after that comes the other part. So she asked me she couldn't read the typo, looked like typo error. She was being funny, like she can't read that stenographer. I said, that came from the DOJ and it's official. It's signed. It's got the red, white, and blue seal on it. It didn't come from me. It came from them. They gave that to me to give to you. So it had both copies of both versions, and she failed to look at the other version. She just wanted to use that typo. She exploited official documents, and that's what she wasn't supposed to do. She just picked and chose to talk about topics in that document that had no bearings and had no merit on the minute order and the corrected DOJ records. And the probation status is all part of that, was all part of the case, which was the judge signed in 2016 and he stamped in 2015 and 16. So the case happened January 6, 2017 on my significant other's birthday. It was her birthday. We went to jail on her birthday. Well, how horrible was that? On some trumped up information that they just ran with. It's just a whole bunch of things, but that I just wanted to let it be known. And I thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
I just wanted to tell my story. My significant other couldn't be here right now. She's not feeling well, so.
She's just a little shy.
Camera shy.
But I mean, so basically, they pulled you over and they said that you were on probation and you weren't.
It wasn't.
And that's the whole case right there, is that if you were on probation, then you're gonna obviously be screwed with, because you're not supposed to do any.
Right.
Not even supposed to have weed. Not even supposed to have a beer at some point. Right.
That's right.
But I mean, you're not on probation. That basically screws up their whole case.
Yeah, and that's why they kept that information out of court. I never got a chance to argue until now.
Is it always the same judge?
I've been having the same judge. I tried to get a different judge, but Kimberly Merrifield, I don't know why she's holding on to me like this so much.
Bless her heart.
Bless her. I pray for her. I said, I pray for you. This is horrible. With the pain that you caused on my family and me and my life, is still ongoing, because I appealed her decision. So the first appellate attorney they submitted to me waited 3 months, got two postpones for three different times, and then dropped me, because when she seen the winning question wasn't going to be on the district attorney's file, she says, well, I have to let you go. So, what do you mean you have to let me go? Right in the middle of the key, you let me go? She goes, well, there's no money in it. That's what she told me. There's no money. She dropped me and I sent her emails and messages. How can you represent a person and drop them right in the middle of the case because there's no money in it? Wow. So I understand she was told not to, because she was told not to argue the things that I'm talking about, because why? That blows their case. I did have a driver's license. They tried to say I didn't have a license. I have been having a commercial license since 1981, and I have maybe 5 tickets my whole life, and I'm 66 years old. Never get tickets because I don't speed. I don't like going fast.
Man, I had 5 tickets probably my first year of driving.
No. My parents were strict on that. I didn't have a driving their car, so I better drive like Granny.
Oh, yeah.
And I did, because I had a mean father.
There's certain ways you can look this up with AI, and you can feed these documents through like an AI reader, and they can help you out with your case. You know, I'll talk to some people and see if I can send you some info on that, because that would definitely help you.
Yes.
AI is not going to cancel you, you know?
Well, they probably won't. I need some of that information. That would be very helpful. I'd appreciate it, because these guys right here are just making up rules as they go. And the attorney that I did the margin motion on it, he said the same thing in court. He says, this is not law you guys are practicing here. When we're here for a different venue, you're changing the venue in the middle of a venue. He said, this ain't law. He walked out of the courtroom because they changed the venue in the middle of another venue. And Judge Guzman, man, that's a cold courtroom. They just do whatever. Oh, that ain't gonna work. You can't get him that way. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna rewrite the rules. We're gonna let the DA go back and change what she charged you with, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna let that be in the evidence. We're gonna go to courtroom number one. Go back to number one. Then after, and all in one day, same day, go back to number one. Then you finish, go back to number two. Then I'm gonna let it be evidence. I said, wow, you guys are, this is law. This is law today. Then Trump's the president now too. So, tell him what's law for us and what's law for whoever. If you're poor and you can't afford a lawyer, it's law for you. It don't apply to you, boy.
Yeah, most of that stuff, if it's any kind of a fine or anything, it's basically just a crime against poor people. If it's because a couple $100, that sucks to pay. That's hard to pay. And if you have the money, it doesn't really matter to you. If it's on that tiered system. Like if I'm a millionaire, a couple $100 is nothing to me.
Yes. Yes. That's a tax write-off.
Yeah, it's less than that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how you would do it unless you got a different judge, AI will be able to help you out in some way with it. But I imagine that some of those lawyers that you tried to get to help you, they realize that you're going to get stonewalled. And so they didn't want to piss off a judge. Right. Because it's their reputation.
Yes. They wouldn't, I didn't have any money to give them anyway at the time. So the best way for me to resolve this matter was me to just go the distance with the official. It's on appeal right now. So I'm waiting for an appeal attorney that they're supposed to be giving me. I guess another one they're going to he probably ain't going to even call, but the last one dropped me. So now the official document is in with the corrective orders. The clerk made it an official document. So when I do file it in the courts, the judge would have to accept the official documents for me being in pro per. So, and that's what I done. And she still dismissed the order by saying she couldn't read it. It wasn't legible for her to read. So I appealed it. And it's been 6 months since that last court hearing as of right now, and I still haven't had an appeals attorney as of yet. They keep telling me that they're booked up. Keep sending me a letter every month. We're booked up. We're still booked up. It's been 6 months already.
Jeez.
So I had to file with the appellate courts for them to kind of like hurry it up a little bit. I forget what it's called, but I also suffered a stroke during this time period, so my wording is not all legible, and I can't spit it out the way I really would like to. That's why I needed my significant other here to help me guideline everything, but she's not here, so I'm doing the best I could do.
Hey, you're killing it. But so they give you a specific attorney for appeals? Is it like a public defender?
Yes, it's the same thing.
Okay.
But, on appeals based on the merits and the evidence. And my evidence has always been held out. The truth has been held out. But I says I will not stop until the truth is heard. It's been heard now. The judge still dismissed it. So it's been heard. So I had to get the truth heard. I had to make sure that it was out there and be heard. Because this is horrible how the courts do people that I wouldn't wish that on anybody's life. That's a horrible thing to do. And then I heard Kamala Harris say in an interview what the district attorney can do with a pen. And I didn't take it in so much depth until it happened to me. And they will do it. One pen stroke, your name.
Yep. Ruin your life.
Ruin your whole life.
That's it.
It'll be in every part of your life, your medical part, your financial part, your children part. It will attack all your family. It comes like this. It attacks the kids. If you got a wife, everybody will be under attack at the same time. That's how the government does it.
And they hope that you get lost in the bureaucracy of it and that you just give up or something. It's the same. It's kind of the same thing with like dealing with the city for any kind of permit.
Right.
You know, navigating that kind of bureaucracy that's a full-time job in itself.
It's BS too.
Yeah. And they make it complicated because they want to justify people that go to law school, and you have to have the law school experience to understand the bureaucracy, you know, and it just shouldn't be like that, you know. And I think with AI that'll go away a little bit, and it'll at least bring regular people to be able to understand how things work and be able to advocate for themselves.
Yes, because it's horrible. Because, well, when the truth is the truth, it should be nothing but the truth. So why would the judge and the district attorney base lies and ruin people's lives on something that they just made up on their own? It's horrible for when people of power can just make up something and then say, well, my officers don't lie. Well, this minute order shows that somebody's not telling the truth, and it sure ain't me. Well, I understand why she said my officers don't lie, because she said this minute order don't apply to me. So that was horrible. That hurt me in my heart. I had a stroke after that, and a lot of health issues after that, because that was a destroyer of everything when she said it doesn't apply to me. And handed them back like it was homework in the classroom. After it was filed, I filed them in the court. She handed them back like, give you this homework back, son. Go back and correct it, because it ain't going to fly, even though it is the truth. I say no, and my people don't lie. I'll take their word over yours anytime. I guess so. Liars hang with liars.
Yeah, well, they're all in the same. They're all getting paid from each other. You know, like if she does accept it, then, I mean, I hate to say it, but she probably looks bad to all the prosecutors, cops, things like that. You know, and I mean that's definitely not right.
They took money from me and kept it, didn't report it, that kind of stuff. They reported some of it, but not all of it. So that was deep. Yeah, that was deep too.
God, yeah, that Chico area is like, it's a nice place to visit. But if you get in any kind of, it's almost like going and visiting like Afghanistan or Iran or something, like, or somewhere where if you chew gum and spit it on the ground, you get like beat with a cane.
Yes.
You know, Singapore or something like that. You know, it's like, don't fuck up there even in a little bit, because then they will try everything that they possibly can do to stick you with whatever they can to get you to pay as much money as you can.
Mm-hmm. Or keep you in jail for a long time.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary going to court there, fighting them when you have other you know, every time I go to the courtroom now, other attorneys be sitting back watching me perform in the courtroom, seeing what the judge is going to say or do. I have attorneys in there. And the district attorney that started the case in the beginning, I didn't see her no more until the last court appearance in the end. And she said nothing with them official documents. The judge been doing all the talking on all official documents lately. The last 3 court appearances I've been to, the district attorney has not said one word. The judge is talking for them. Then they get up to the podium. They don't even want to come up to the podium. He said, the Asian district attorney said in court he wanted nothing to do with this case at all. He wouldn't get up to the podium. The judge made him get up there. He said, I'm going to dismiss the motion and I'm going to deny it. So get up here. Nobody wanted to get up to the podium for the people on this case because they knew that it was a lie. And Mr. Lee said, I'm not going to get up there. I don't want nothing to give the case back to who started it, Mrs., which is district attorney is, I forget her name. God, it's always tip of my tongue. But I don't forget Miss Merrifield's name, the judge, because she's wicked with it. And with a smile. She gets a pretty smile, pretty lady, probably pretty nice mother. But she don't like people like me, for sure.
She have all her teeth?
Got all her teeth. She's pretty.
Wow. That's rare for up there.
That's the only thing I can smile about. Lisa's a pretty lady giving me the gaffle. Send him to the gaffle.
Well, that is looking on the bright side, isn't it?
That's the only thing I can look at.
You got it.
And with a smile, and and her voice is so man, it's just so, oh, it's so peaceful and it's just delightful. Some people just have a voice that you can take the gavel and say, okay, I guess I'll take it. The gavel. That's how peaceful it was, but I don't want the gavel. That's horrible.
God.
So I don't know. I'm gonna take the information from you with the AI app and see what we can do. See if we can go from there.
Yeah, I mean, because that's really, it's going to be a kind of an equalizer for a lot of people. A lot of people that are in your situation that you have, like, this is everything to you. This is your whole life.
It's my whole
life.
This
is your freedom. This is not having to pay massive fines. This is clearing your name.
Clearing my name is what it's about. My reputation.
And you're not the only one like this. You can't be the only one like this. And it'll pretty soon. I mean, one of the jobs that they're saying AI is going to affect the most is lawyers, right? Because this has all the knowledge, right, that everybody has. And it's basically spitting out legal documents for you to use. It's not going to be your lawyer. You still got to do that. But it's going to give you the documents. You know what I mean? That somebody can read, apparently, because they can't read that.
The judge can't.
Yeah.
Show, but you can't read DOJ records. I don't know what else to tell a judge. You know, you said you can't read. You need clarity. And you asked me, did you happen to type these over by chance? That'd be fraud. And then hand them to you, Your Honor, and me type them up. I don't even know how to type.
Oh, did she ask you? She asked you if you typed them up?
She says, this looks like clerical error here. Some of these typos, like typo errors, because it's in the stenographer print.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was saying. And so she couldn't read that. She reads those very well.
I wonder if that's one of the first times she's ever had somebody confront her with those kind of documents, you know?
I doubt it, because that's how when you get your DOJ records, that's how they send them to you when you request them. They send that to you just like that. That's how I got them. And I told them that they were personal for me so that I could hand in, so I can keep on file for, for lifetime records. So they sent me a copy of one there with the score stenographer and one with the regular way, I guess, where you were spelled out in words. And so, but she didn't read the one that was spelled out in words. She says, this has to be another page to this because I don't understand it. I couldn't read it either, but I can read the page behind it, which says the same thing and where you can read it, but she never got to that part. Then they jumped in the front. The bailiff came out and said, well, this is over. She dismissed it. So she didn't give me do you want to argue it? She didn't give me none of that. She just said, I can't read it. I need clarification. Like, okay, go back and get clarification. She's telling me, I don't care how many times you go back, I'm not going to accept the motion, even though it's official. So I says, you're denying an official document from another county, official seal with the seal on it, from clerk to you. Okay. It's whatever you want to say, huh? It's whatever you say. You don't care about the judge in Sacramento County, probation in Sacramento County that says I'm not. You don't care that where you said that they said this to you when this record right here, this document says they didn't say that. They said, no, he's been off probation. So you guys are making it up. So those are all the executive probation officer, my regular probation officer, who was my probation officer. Just too many probation officers for me to fraud some stuff like that out. So that's why she said it doesn't apply to me. No, you didn't fraud it. Just use a nigga. Niggas don't get off probation. They on probation for life. When they time they born, boy, don't you know that? That's how I took it. I took it with a smile, but it hurt deep coming from a beautiful lady. That hurt. All we can talk about on the way home is how pretty she was, giving me the gavel.
Imagine if she was like, how much worse it would be if she was some kind of fat troll.
Man.
You know?
She'd have been all kind of bees and, oh my God. Ugly bees. The only thing we had good to say. And this came from the Department of Justice. This is the DOJ. What they said. These are all corrected, amended records from the DOJ that says otherwise, contrary to what they're saying, the probation status. This is the exhibits, the whole rap sheet from DOJ and the exhibits, the completion of the probation statuses, and everything. So this is all official that she denied, that the DOJ mailed me back after they got the records. They mailed it back, the official, to me, and I had the clerk stamp them, and then so that I could file them.
God, what are you hoping to do once this is all over?
I just want them to for it to go away, because it ruined my life, and still ongoing, because they're still ongoing with the same lie. And it's kind of horrible for me. What I want is my life back.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And that's all I'm asking, is to get my life back. And by you guys destroying my credit like you did, with holding me liable to all these fines and fees, and I'm on a fixed income, I'm barely above I'm way below the cost of living. And you guys are taking from my daughter as well, how you guys just took the money and had it cut off without even a hearing. The money was cut off without even a hearing. So that right there is horrible, when administrators can just say whatever against anybody, and then, hey, man, cut that guy off. All right, you got to have a hearing first. I done no wrongdoing, but because another administrator, a higher up, called another administrator and said he's doing wrongdoing, they just took their word for it without any hearing. So that's a horrible feeling, that the district attorney can wipe a pen out just like that. But my name is Clarence E. Harris, and I can't stand for it. It's already done enough, so I have to fight to the end, till it takes my last breath. That's just how I feel about it, because it's horrible. They're wrong, and they should, when they're found wrongdoing, what's their accountability? Accountability is what the judges are supposed to be on the bench to stand for. The accountability of the people, not just not knowingly knowing it's a lie. And you can't say you don't know it's a lie when your own police department that took me to jail gave me paperwork stating that I was not on probation, and your Chico Police Department, black and white, gave me a paper saying that I'm not on any type of probation. But I just went to jail 3 days ago, stayed I'm on probation, and so I said, you guys must got the wrong guy. No, we got the right guy. Okay. So what am I to do when their paperwork contradicts what they're saying? So what is a man to do?
Oh, you got the whistles coming.
Yeah. Oh, she's calling now. Yes, Mom. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm on air right now. The hell? She didn't come on air with me, but she wanted.
Man, asking for $10.
Yes.
Man. At least she asked. My wife just takes it out of my wallet.
Oh, I was home and she would do the same thing.
God.
I'm not there.
Man.
Yeah, she would do the same exact thing. That's what women do. That's what they do.
That's what we got. That's what we signed up for, right?
Yeah, she wouldn't come to the visit right here. She's mine. She know I need her voice because of I had the stroke and I can't stay focused on certain things, the main topics. So she left me to drown.
Well, that's a similar thing happened to me when I got in trouble in, I don't think that was Chico. I think that was down somewhere else in the East Bay, but, and I had got community service for in lieu of, swap, like in lieu of jail time, community service, right? Just 2 days, but, it's 2 weeks, but they got the first week of community service, the record of it. And I did the second week, and they said they didn't get that record of the second. And so it had a bench warrant for my arrest. Mm-hmm. And I was just outside because I had got tacos with my girlfriend at this taqueria. And these cops came by and they're like, hey, you guys, you fit the description of somebody that was trying to break into TJ Maxx. I was like, what? And they were like, let me get your ID. I was like, okay. Gave my ID. It's like, oh, you're under, there's a warrant for your arrest. You're coming with us. And it's like, whoa, what? And then, so I had to go with them, and this is a Friday, right? The worst day to go in.
Yep, you ain't coming out to Monday.
Yeah. And then, so I was like, you guys are making a big mistake. Like, I have a record of completing it right here. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, you're going to have to wait in here. And I was like, no, I can't wait because at the time I worked for the 49ers, and the opening day of Levi Stadium, the very first official NFL game was that Sunday against the Bears. And I was like, no, I got to get out. And so I called everybody. I might not make it. Like, we might not have cash registers that day. You're making a big mistake, and it's gonna be a big deal because it's going to affect the NFL now, you know. And that was the only thing that, other than that, they probably would have been like, sorry, fuck you, screw you, don't care, you know. But it's going to be bad publicity for them, and that's probably the only reason that they let me go Sunday morning, like in the middle of the night, and I got to be at work in about 6.5 hours. You know, and I'm going to be at work for about 20 hours. And so, I mean, luckily I was there, but I didn't shower. I was stinking, you know, and, you know, because you're in those clothes for like a couple days, and you're sitting there watching this shitty TV with other people that are screaming and whining and all the shit, right?
Yeah,
you can't sleep in there, nor do you want to.
Comfortably.
Yeah. At least I got 2 chocolate milks, though. You know?
Yeah, chocolate milk?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
chocolate milk. Okay, the milk carton.
Yeah.
I'm thinking chocolate shake.
Oh, no. No.
Chico's food was good, though. They got good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got good food.
You can't fault them for that.
I can't fault them, but the food was good, and the lunch was good. All the food was good there. That I had was good. I've never seen Jill's have food like that. They get shipped in food from McDonald's and everywhere else. Man, they got shipped in food.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't get the McDonald's because I didn't want to be using that bathroom.
Man.
Because I would have. McDonald's. You know, if you don't have McDonald's for a while, then you have it, and it's like, oh.
With the McDonald's. Yep.
It's a surprise. But I'll get you the info. We'll all be banking for you, and I'm gonna see what else I can think up to help you along, you know.
Okay, that's good.
And appreciate you coming by, Clarence, telling us your story.
Appreciate you having me.
And we'll have you on again after it's all over. We'll have a little party.
All right. That sounds good.
All right. See you guys.